Welcome to Abhi's Lecturer. I am Abhiraman, Assistant Professor, Government Arts and Science College, Valparai. Today topics Web Services. What is Web Services? Web Services are XML based information exchange systems that use the internet for direct application to application interaction. These systems can include programs, objects, message or documents. A web service is a collection of open protocols and standards used for exchange data between application or systems. Then we move to introduction to web services. A web services makes software applications resource available over networks using standard technologies. Because web services are based on standard interfaces, they can communicate even if they are running on different operating systems and are written in different languages. A service offered by an electronic device to another electronic device communicating with each other by the World Wide Web. A server running on a computer device listing for request at a particular port over a network serving web document HTML, JSON, XML images and creating web application services which serve in solving specified domain problems over the web. Next, HTML and JSON. Hypertext Markup Language is the code that is used to structure a web page and its content. For example, content could be structured with a set of paragraphs, a list of bulleted points, or using images and data tables. JavaScript Object Notation JSON is a standard text based format for representing structured data based on JavaScript object syntax. It is commonly used for transmitting data in web application. Example, sending some data from the server to the client so it can be displayed on a web pages or vice versa. XML on XML file is an external markup language file and it is used to structure data for storage and transport. In an XML file that are both tags and text, the tag provide the structure to the data. XML is a markup language, which means it is a computer language that uses tag to describe component in a file. WWW stands for World Wide Web. A technical definition of the World Wide Web is all the resources and users on the internet that are using the Hypertext Transfer Protocol. A broader definition comes from the organization that web inventor Tim Berners-Lee helped found the World Wide Web concept W3C. Then Internet and HTTP. Internet on electronic communication network that connected computer networks and organization computer facility around the world used with the X when began used attributively doing research on the internet and the internet search. The Hypertext Transfer Protocol is an application protocol for distributed collaborative hypermedia information systems that allows users to communicate data on the World Wide Web. Then, industry standards. The keywords in defining web services or industry standards. Web services represented a widely accepted set of industry standards that allow distributed applications to communicate and exchange data without concurrent for each other's specified platform requirements. Then, overview of distributed computing. In distributed computing, web services play a vital role in building heterogeneous applications and integrating existing applications. The computing sensory and architectures changed with web services technology. It supports service-oriented architecture. Then, evaluation and the importance of web services. Web services are both on evaluation of distributed computing and the launch point for reevaluation in the way we think about building large-scale systems. To fully appreciate the impact of web services, it's useful to study their understand their current status and the possibility for the future. Then, technologies and concept underlying web services. The standard technologies for implementing the SOA patents with web services or web services descriptions languages, universal description discovery integration, and simple object access protocol WSDL, UDDI, and SOAP are the three core technologies most often used to implement web services. WSDL is an XML format for describing network services as a set of endpoints operating on messages containing either document oriented or procedure orientation information. The operation and the messages are described abstractly and then found to a concrete network protocol and the message format to define on endpoint. SOAP, Simple Object Access Protocol, is a protocol which is used to interchange data between applications which are built on different programming languages. SOAP is built upon the XML specification and works with the HTTP protocol. This makes it a perfect for usage within web application. The SOAP building blocks consist of a SOAP message, UDDI, the Universal Description Discovery and Integration Protocol, is on approved OASIS standards and a key members of the web services stack. It defines a standards method for publishing and discovering the network-based software component of a service-oriented architecture. That's it. Thank you to all.